Okay, so one of the reasons I like to keep my channel small is because there's so many fucking morons on YouTube, right? I just like had this sort of kind of discussion with someone or on a comment. I put a comment down and someone put a criticism of my comment, right? And so I clarified the comment to make it clear why they're not correct for criticising my comment, right? And they agreed with me. They just put a little part of my comment that I'd said scientific studies are no substitute for plain old common sense. So he quotes me and then says, okay, right? That was his answer. So, yeah, he's agreeing with me, right? He's accepting my criticism of his criticism, and we agree now. So he now gets 14 thumbs up for that comment. He's just copied my comment that I left, and right below it he's put that comment that I've just left and said okay. Now, so I haven't got a single thumb up, and he gets 14 thumbs up, right? Okay, and then there's other few other little things there going on with people, and just people just demonstrating huge amounts of ignorance, and it's what it is. It's willful ignorance, um, and the person who's like having to catch up with me is getting 14 thumbs up, and I don't get any. It's like, oh, this guy's too clever, he's too intelligent, he intimidates us, so we're going to like thumb up the less intelligent people. There's this story, right, of um, I think it's like 3 frogs or 4 frogs on a log, and they're floating down the stream on this log, and they're having a discussion about what is moving. Is it the water that's moving, or is it the log that's moving, or is it the river bank that's moving? And they've all got their different opinions. And then this one frog who'd been, listening, and he kept quiet. The fourth frog, he sort of, when there's a bit of a pause in the conversation, he pipes up with, actually, everything's. He says the river's moving, we're moving, the log's moving. It just basically describes what's going on. The river bank is staying where it is. I don't know. He just basically explains that what's really going on, right? And so the other 3 frogs who are having the argument all gang up on the frog that's correct and kick him off the log. So yeah, I just find a lot of the time it's not even worth commenting and getting involved with a lot of the discussions on YouTube, because there's just an enormous amount of willful ignorance in the world, and you inevitably come up against it. And it just like, people call them trolls and stuff. There seems to be no end of these sort of people that have just literally refused to use their brain, and you know try to dump their illogic onto people like me just for being logical and rational. It's like they're so unused to a clear-minded, rational person actually putting any sort of comments on um, YouTube, that they automatically mistake it for some kind of madness. They assume that I'm mad, and that's typically what has always happened. People that become evolved and clear-minded get called mad by the rest of society. That's always been the case.